Hello everyone and welcome back, or welcome to the channel if you are new here. Today we are building a apartment renovation, which is actually the very first apartment renovation for this channel. Super excited to share it with you guys. We got a little bit of a shorter video today since it's a bit of a smaller apartment, and you may or may not recognize this apartment, or at least the building per se, as I recently posted, I think it's actually my last video, this apartment building, at least me building the building itself. But today we are starting off with the first apartment renovation for this apartment building, and I built this in mind for an artist who is single and maybe recently out of college. But yeah, I'm super excited to share it with you guys. But anyways, as you can see right now, I am working on the kitchen, and it's a little bit of a smaller kitchen. I'm probably gonna say smaller a lot because this apartment isn't that big, but yeah, anyways, I use the counters from Dream Home Decorator. The fridge is base game, and then I also use appliances like the stove and stove countertop, which are also from Dream Home Decorator. But I'm moving on now to the curtains, which are from the Desert Luxe kit. I love these curtains so much. You may have noticed by how often I use them in a lot of my builds. But yeah, this is a little bit of a darker type vibe. As you can see, I'm not using a ton of color. It's mainly lots of black and a little bit of gray, but as soon as I start putting furniture down and start cluttering things up, it gets a little bit more colorful, but not by much. This is mainly just like black, white, and gray, I suppose, for the color scheme. This build is honestly slightly inspired by the new kit that we got last week, which is the Artist Studio kit, and we got a bunch of new items which I thought would be perfect for, you know, not only an artist studio, but maybe someone or just an artist who is living in an apartment, or not only apartment, I guess it could work for a home as well, but I thought it would fit well with this apartment. And yeah, I'm super happy with how it came out. But right now I am adding a little bit of decor. You might have seen that I placed a couple of love seats, and I believe those are from the high school years expansion pack. I'm just trying to, you know, find things to clear up the space pretty well. I used that bookshelf from the fitness stuff pack, and I actually don't think I've ever used that bookshelf before, so I was really glad to fit it in here. We have kind of a more modern feel to this build, like maybe a little bit more, like not really traditional, just more modern. I don't really know how else to describe it other than that, but I also use this coffee table, which I believe we also got from Growing Together. And you see I used already one of the items that we got from the Artist Studio kit, which is this like sculpture type item with like a torso. And yeah, I was really excited to use that. It's like a nice centerpiece, I think. So I think it like makes a nice statement out here in the living room or the living space. And I put this plant from Base Game down. I also used this like small little like boho inspired chair from high school years. And you see right now that I almost put down the table, which I believe that we got from the Crystal Creation stuff pack, but I instead decided to replace it from this more marble looking one that we got from Dine Out. And right now I'm just cluttering it up, putting some, you know, like nice decor items, but also like some statement pieces. I was thinking maybe the artist like probably made some of these, but also bought other ones. But I was thinking I didn't really go in too depth with the storyline or the lore for the artist who would be living here, but I'm thinking maybe they just got out of college, or maybe they could even be like still be in college. And yeah, they've collected a lot of art over the years, not only stuff that they've made, but just stuff that they've, you know, bought from like different places or different people. And that was kind of just the idea that I was going for. But I think this apartment comes out really nice in the end. You see I was struggling to pick out like a small desk. I definitely wanted to have a computer in here, so I was initially going to use this like streamer setup, but I ended up going with the one that we got from the Pastel Pop Kit because it also looks like a tablet, and I feel like as an artist they're probably on the go a lot, and I don't know, I thought a tablet computer, I guess, fit the artist personality kind of well. But right now I am back in the kitchen because I forgot to clutter it up and add a few things. So I'm adding this like range hood and then this like smoke detector thingy. And you'll see I was like scrolling around in the debug and live edit objects menu for quite a minute trying to figure out like what other decor pieces I wanted to add, and I had a few things here and there, but I had to edit out a lot of it because there were just a lot of me just scrolling trying to find some items, and I didn't find too much, but I added a couple things here and there, like this milk carton on top of the fridge and a video game remote on the what's it called, coffee table. And I actually found this in the live edit objects, which I'm honestly not too sure what it is, but I thought I would put it up on the wall and it would be a nice little wall decoration for this apartment. But yeah, I was also thinking about using these flowers, but I ended up not. So yeah, that's it on that. But anyways, now I'm just figuring out or trying to figure out some more decor pieces to just put around, clutter up the place a little bit. And it's looking a lot more cozier in here. I'm already loving it already. And here I am adding what's it called, a pencil holder on the desk, moving some clutter around to make it not seem like too all over the place. And I added those sketchbooks that we also got from the artist studio kit, but I honestly feel like this doesn't really look like an artist starts living here until we get into the patio space or the balcony, which is off of the bedroom, because I put a lot of art, and I even put the easel out there, lots of stuff out there for an artist, but I didn't want, I guess, like their like living space to feel too like messy, even though I do switch out like some of the things by the front door and put like more things from the artist studio kit over there, because I thought, like I saw them in the menu and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to use these. And like I said, we don't have a lot of space in here, but I wanted to use them regardless. But you'll see me add that later. Right now I'm still figuring out the kitchen clutter situation. I ended up replacing the sink. I was initially going to use the one from Home Hustle, but I just thought it was a little bit too big and I wanted to use the paper towel holder, so I ended up using the one from, I think, Parenthood. But I cluttered up this little corkboard by the island, added some, what's it called, postcards on there, and then I saw this like little hand sculpture that I think is from the paranormal stuff pack, and I really wanted to add that as well, because I think a lot of artists, you know, need a lot of reference for hands when drawing them. I remember when I was like really into drawing and I could not draw hands for the life of me, so I thought that was a really nice thing to add, and just a little bit more decor by the bedroom door. And I'm switching out the spice rack for the one that's on the wall, and adding some pots and pans on the wall. And then of course I had to add this little like painting canvases that are like up against the wall. I had to use the tool mod to actually bring them up against the curtains instead, because I didn't want them to be behind the curtains, even though it doesn't make too much sense that the curtains would be holding the paintings upright, but I thought it looks better regardless, and it's a Sims, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, right now I have moved on into the bathroom. This apartment only has one bedroom, one bathroom, so yes, that's why it's a bit of a smaller or shorter video today, just because there's not too much to do here other than like the living space, kitchen area, bathroom, and bedroom, and also I guess the balcony, but I do that fairly quickly. But I'm using these counters that we got from Snowy Escape, and I think I also used the sink from Snowy Escape as well. And then I'm cluttering up the like right side of the counter with a bunch of clutter items. I use these towels from the bathroom clutter kit, as well as this hair dryer, and then also this like toothbrush and toothpaste holder. Of course, adding a light switch, some combs, just some normal bathroom decor. But I use the, what's it called, toilet from, I believe, it's either from Base Game, or I used the one from, no, I used the one from Base Game. I almost used the one from Tiny Living, but I guess I decided against it. But that shower is probably my favorite shower bath combo in the game, and it's from Growing Together. It's just so modern, so chic, and I love it so much. And I was also trying to figure out where to put this like newspaper like display thing. I'm thinking that this artist probably, you know, had a few things or like a few articles written about their work, So I ended up putting it in the bedroom actually, which we have moved on to now, and I put it above the bed. And I was initially going to use this bed that we got from the For Rent expansion pack, but I honestly, the only thing that caught my eye about it was the canopy, and I was like thinking I was going to make it work, but it ended up not fitting. So I ended up eventually replacing it with a different bed, and I think I replaced it with the one that we got from Lovestruck. And I have this like nice little outlet or inlet here, and I decided that would make a really nice closet space, so I use these like closet hanger thing, or not hangers, but like I guess they're classified under modular shelves. I thought that would be a really nice addition to the space since we had that little, you know, inlet right there. And then I also use these dressers from Dream Home Decorator as well. And then I was gonna size down these like little like cube shelf things, but it ended up not working the way I wanted to. The only reason I wanted to do that is because I don't particularly like the way that the dressers like clip into the wall when you place them next to a wall. But I ended up just leaving it be and, you know, crying about it later. But anyways, I'm still trying to figure out how to like fill up this space pretty nicely, because this is quite a decent size master bedroom, or just bedroom in general. A lot of space in here, and I wasn't really sure how I wanted to lay it out. And you'll see that I eventually placed down this little love seat that we got from the Book Nook kit, and I eventually put down a coffee table that we got from, what is it, Tiny Living, I believe. But I also use this rug from high school years and the white swatch, so we have a little bit of, I guess, black and white in this bedroom. And I also, I guess I placed down a brown rug in the living room, so I guess the color scheme is like black, white, gray, and brown. So I also added a guitar in here because I figure that maybe this artist sim is just like really creative overall. They just really like exercising their creative skills. And I also put down this digital sketch pad from, initially I was going to use the one from base game, but I eventually end up switching it out for the one that we got from the artist studio kit. A hamper, of course, because we do have laundry in this apartment building. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like some more clutter to put around. I do clutter up this dresser space quite nicely. You'll see that I added some jewelry on the side there from the Crystal Creation stuff pack. I almost want to call that a kit, but it's a stuff pack. And then, you know, I put like a little bit more decorations, like a little trolley cart thing that we got from Growing Together, some folded clothes, a little bit of like storage baskets, stuff like that. I also used the mirror from high school years. I was gonna use like the jewelry display box, but we just didn't really have enough space for it. But I, of course, had to use this like canvas like drying rack, and I put that on the balcony. And I'm just trying to figure out how to clutter up this space a little bit more. Now I'm finally going to put down those coffee tables, and I just sized one down and put it one under the other. I also didn't go for like a traditional nightstand in this bedroom. I decided to use like the like little like book cart thing. It's not technically a cart though, because it doesn't really have any wheels, but like this book, like smaller bookshelf thing that we got from Cool Kitchen next to the bed, and then clutter that up a little bit with like some notepads and a lamp. And I think also I put a watch like storage case on there. But now we are finally on into the patio, balcony space, whatever you want to call it. And I really wanted to, you know, make this space feel like the artist definitely comes out here to paint often. I feel like they don't really like to paint indoors. They're more so of like an outdoorsy painter. So I had a bunch of stuff. I think like almost everything out here is from the artist studio kit. So, you know, I had to add some paintbrushes, this little pedestal with a plant on it. And here you'll see me like add some things on the interior from the artist studio kit as well. I do end up changing these swatches on these items to be black, but the like more like, I guess like storage, not really shelf, but like storage cabinet thing, I used the black swatch that has paint all over it. So I was really proud of that, and I'm really just like going around now like trying to clutter up a few more things, add a few more decorations here and there. I do of course have to add those canvases that we got in base game that are blank, because it's an artist. You need some blank canvases, of course. Like try to make sure that this milk carton is correctly on top of the fridge with the tool mod. And yeah, here are those canvases. I put those out on the balcony as well. I couldn't figure out where to put like these paint bucket cans things. Eventually you'll see me like put them in the bedroom, but in the end, off camera, I decided to put them back out into the patio space because I thought they fit better out there, and especially not on top of the white rug because I feel like there'd be paint all over it. But anyways, we are finally reaching the end of the build now. Screenshots are coming up at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And this build is available on the gallery under my gallery ID, JayKenYT, spelled JayKenYT, or under the hashtag with the same spelling. I'm just finishing up cluttering this modular shelving closet rack. But anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.